It has been said that we all have the same truth, and it's appropriate that it was said by a comedian because life can be a joke and not necessarily a funny one. To make life easier, we offer VirtualU, a picture and video editing program. VirtualU is a totally free program that runs on any Windows platform. This is a video tutorial that will show you how to use VirtualU. We will now run a 40-second video that shows you what you can do with VirtualU, after which the tutorial will show you how to make great videos in the world of the future. Welcome to the tutorial. You can use the link showing on the screen to download VirtualU and the instructions. See the description section of this video for clickable links to these files. If you use VirtualU, then you should occasionally download and read the often updated instruction file, since it contains log reports that describe improvements, fixes, and new versions. There is no actual installation involved. All you need to do is to download the file temp15zip, unzip the files it contains to any folder of your choice, and then to run VirtualU. We strongly suggest that you use a third-party unzipper like 7-zip rather than the Windows unzipper, since the Windows unzipper may cause problems. VirtualU makes no connections to your Windows computer, and you can move the folder that contains it to wherever you want because it's portable. The first step is to download temp15zip, unzip it, and then run VirtualU. After you have unzipped the program files, then double left click on the icon that looks like the picture showing on the screen. This will run the file VirtualU.exe. This icon will usually be located near the bottom of the folder that contains it. The first functional page that will appear is the opening page, and it looks like what is now showing on the screen. Press the Custom button to open the main working page. What you see now is the custom page where most of the work is done. The controls on this page will open other specific pages. If you see a message prompt titled Compatibility Check, then just close that message for now. Now left-click the Film Options page button, which the arrow is pointing to. This is the Film Options page, which displays various controls and information about all imported pictures, videos, and audio files. Press the Delete button on your keyboard to delete the 0 in the box that the arrow is pointing to, and for now type the number 4 into that box. Now type the number 30 into the box that the arrow is now pointing to. press the Clip Frame Rate In button. A prompt will appear like the one that is shown. On that prompt, press the Make MPG Movie button. Now press the Clip Link In button. These two buttons must be pressed to set the project frame rate and duration. The Film Options page should now look like what is showing on the screen. The controls on this page are mostly self-explanatory, but let's talk about them briefly. These two boxes display information about a video being used in a movie under construction. This box will contain a colored timeline. Up to 7 pictures and/or videos may be imported at any given time, though your project videos may contain an unlimited number of imports. We will talk about that and timelines again soon. This box will show a suggested frame rate after one or more videos are imported. This is only a suggestion, so you should use whatever project frame rate that you think is right. If the import on this row is a soundtrack video, then you would check this box to hear its soundtrack during playback when using the Quick Play player that is in the project menu on the custom page. In addition to that player and Windows Media Player, there is a third VirtualU house recorder player, which we will go to soon. These two boxes represent WAV or MP3 audio files that have been imported into the project. These are the only soundtracks that will go into movies made by VirtualU. If more soundtracks are needed for any given project movie, then you can use the audio menu on the custom page to mix tracks together. Now let's go back to the custom page. The custom page has 4 viewing levels: the default view, the custom view, extended view, and the unlocked view. The custom view is not to be confused with the custom page. This page is currently set to the default view. To use custom view, left-click on the Project tab to open the Project menu. Now click the menu item Custom Movie Screen. This is the custom view or screen. The black area that has dotted lines around it is the capture area. Any picture, video, or text in this area will go into the project movie. Select Project again and click on Capture Area Size. Type the number 220 into both boxes and press the OK button. In the folder where all the VirtualU files are located is a folder named Bin, B-I-N. This folder contains sample files, and we want to import a video located in that folder. Select the File tab, and in that menu click on Import Video. Go to the folder where the VirtualU files are located, and from the Bin folder, open the file Artifact1 AVI. A file information page will appear with basic information about the video. Click the Go button to import the video. A message prompt may appear, reminding you to press the Build Clip button on the Film Options page. Just close that prompt. This file is a video of a picture with no movement. The video has to be built into the project before it can be used, so press the Film Options button again to open the Film Options page. On the Film Options page, press the flashing Build Clip button and wait while the program extracts the frames of the video. You will notice that the purple timeline does not reach all the way to the green line because the project duration is larger than the video duration. You will also notice that the video duration box is colored yellow, which means that the number in that box is the exact duration of that video. The temporary absence of the yellow color in a video duration box means that the duration in that box may be exact, or it may only be close to the actual video duration. This is due to the fact that the duration listed in some video files are sometimes slightly different than their actual durations. Now close the Film Options page. Pictures, videos, and text can be dragged around using the left mouse button. If we drag it down far enough, then the result might look like what you see now. This is because all the borders are currently locked. Some tools in the project menu will unlock them or extend the border a bit to the right. If we drag the video as far as it will go towards the upper left corner of the page and release it, then it will snap back into position in the capture area. A right click on the video will cause a pop-up menu to appear, and we'll left click the loop button. We right click the video again, and on the pop-up menu we press the transparent button. You will see that the red background has gone transparent except for a small part which the arrow is pointing at. That small part is an artifact, a technical anomaly that appears in most mid-sized to large AVI movies made by VirtualU. This undesired artifact must be removed before some processes, like the edge softening page, will accept this video. The next chapter in this tutorial explains how to remove artifacts. We right-click the video and press the non-transparent button. Compressed videos like MPGs, MP4s, etc. do not go transparent very well compared to AVI uncompressed movies. Now it's time to make an MPG movie. We press the primary play record button to open the playback recording page. This is the playback recording page. To make a recording, we would press the Make Movie button, and then on the next prompt, press the Record button. After the recording is done, a message about technical settings might appear, but we would just close that message in the likely case that there were no problems. Congratulations! This is how recordings are done. We would now close the playback recording page and click the VirtualU icon in the taskbar to reopen the custom page. This concludes part 1 of the tutorial. Welcome to part 2 of the tutorial, which will describe how to remove artifacts. An artifact is a technical anomaly which can appear in AVI videos made by VirtualU and in pictures that have been copied or extracted from an AVI that contains an artifact. An artifact is a small part of an image that will not go transparent like the rest of a transparent capable image. Some of the tools in this program will not accept or work well with an image that contains an artifact. When an image is made to be transparent, then some part of that image, usually the background, will become transparent. Artifacts always appear in the lower right-hand corner of an image. Some images with black or white backgrounds can contain invisible artifacts which cannot be seen when the image is made to be transparent, but which may cause problems. There are 3 ways to remove artifacts, and each option has its own pros and cons. If the image is a picture, then use option 1 or 3. The solutions are mainly concerned with videos that have a solid color background, which is designed to go transparent. We will start with number 1, the fastest method. We would click on the Transparencies tab and then click on the menu item that the arrow is pointing to. After following the instructions, the repair page opens. To hide an artifact, we would usually start by checking this box. An import consists of 2 parts, the image itself and a clear, invisible envelope which contains that image. This method will shorten the height of the envelope, thus hiding the artifact. We would then press this button to reveal the artifact as shown on the screen. The next step would be to repeatedly press this button until the artifact is gone, as now shown on the screen. That's all there is to it. We will now discuss the second method, which involves changing the contrast. We would select the Image tab and then click on the menu item that the arrow is pointing to. We would follow the instructions to open this page. We would move the contrast pointer until the number 10 shows in the contrast box as shown on the screen. We would then press this button. After the quick processing is done, we would press this button and follow the instructions to process the frames of the video. The number of frames that are processed depend upon the project duration. We now close this page. To conclude this process, we would then click on this menu item. To use the third option, we would click on the Image tab and then we would click on the menu item that the arrow is pointing to. We would follow the instructions until a color sample box appears as is showing on the screen. We right-click the video and on the pop-up menu we press the Transparent button. We drag the sample box down until it is over both the artifact and the background area of the transparent image. We will change the color of both the artifact and the background. We now select the menu item that the arrow is pointing to, which opens the color dialog page. Now it's time to decide what color to use, but it should also be a color that does not exist anywhere in the foreground image. In this case, the color white. We choose the color lime green as shown in the color dialog box, and then we press the OK button. We are satisfied with the initial change, so we just close the prompt, which is now showing. On this prompt, we press the Go button. The next page that appears is this one. We like the color change, so we press the Go button. After the processing is done, we click on this menu item to remove the sample box. This concludes part 2 of the tutorial. This chapter is about using transparencies and preserving the quality of animated GIF movies. Like AVI movies, some animated GIFs are designed to be used as transparencies. A transparency is a picture or video image with a solid color foreground, or more usually a background color that will go transparent when desired. If the image is a 24-bit image, then the background will go transparent if it is a solid color. If some foreground color of the 24-bit image is the same as the background color, then the background and that foreground color will both go transparent. If the image is a 32-bit image, then VirtualU's Eraser Draw tool and the Color Change tool in the Image tab will make a foreground solid color go transparent, regardless of what the background color is. VirtualU handles both 24 and 32-bit images. AVIs and animated GIFs can be used to create dramatic artistic effects. Using the File menu tab, animated GIFs can be imported directly and easily into VirtualU, just like other videos, but that direct importation will result in the loss of some transparent capability. For example, if you do not require that the background of an animated GIF be able to go transparent, then direct importation is the most convenient way to use that video. However, if you want the background of the animated GIF to be able to go perfectly transparent, then the following instructions will tell you how to do that. Located in the folder that contains VirtualU and all of its files is a folder named bin, B-I-N. These instructions use as an example the file ball1.gif, which is in that bin folder. This is an animated GIF video of a raster scan ball bouncing up and down. Raster scan means that the hard edges of the foreground ball have not been softened. The video shown on the left side of the screen was imported directly into VirtualU, just like any other video. As you can see, when it is made transparent, not all of the white background became invisible like it should have done, and the edges of the ball are discolored. Some directly imported animated GIFs will look even worse than this example. The ball on the right is actually an AVI movie made from the animated GIF using the technique we will shortly describe. When it is made transparent, you can see that its background went completely invisible like it is supposed to do, and the edges of the ball are much cleaner with no discoloration. Its raster scan edges are still hard and jagged like raster scan edges will be, but its edges can be later softened using the edge softening page. Not much can be done with the ball on the left. Only a VirtualU movable mask would clean its edges. Using the easy indirect method that made the ball on the right, the first step would be to choose an empty folder that will soon contain temporary BMP pictures extracted from the animated ball video. The next step would be to click on the Tools menu tab and then to select this tool. This page extracts some or all of the frames of a video. We would check the BMP frames box since AVI movies can only be made with BMP frames. In this box, we would type or paste in the full path to the empty folder where the frames will be extracted to. An easy way to do that is to go to the designated empty folder, highlight the path text as shown on the screen, and then to select Copy. We paste the path text into this box as shown, but we are not done yet. We need to type in a slash followed by the name that we want to give the extracted frames, such as what you see now. Use a slash followed by only letters with no other characters. The extracted frames will thus be named pix1.bmp, pix2.bmp, and so on. We now press this button to choose the file ball1.gif that is located in the bin sample folder. The next step is to check the All Frames box. As you can see, this box must be checked for animated GIFs. The last step is to press this button, which will extract the frames into the empty folder. After processing, this page will display the detected frame rate and duration of this video. We now close this page. The last task to do is to click on this tool. This is the page that will make an AVI using the extracted frame. In this box, we put the frame rate that was detected and displayed on the frame extraction page. If we put a higher number into this box, then the new video that we are about to make will play faster than the original. A lower number will make it play slower. We now press this button, which will open a file dialog page. We will go to the folder that contains the extracted BMP frames and click on the first frame. The program will then ask for a location and file name of a movie to be made from the extracted frames. Be sure to use an AVI format extension after the file, such as test1.avi. We press this button to create the new AVI video. After the processing is done, we can import and use the new AVI video. This concludes part 3 of the tutorial.